Alright, time to get back to work. Now, we're on layer 4, and we have gone down to layer 5 already, and found some stuff down there, but we had to backtrack to get up to these staircases. Sometimes the area is set up that way where you can't get to one area without first exploring the area below it, unless you have some way to dig down, or up, or to the side, or something like that. Wand of Paralysis, that's useful. Store abilities, ooh, and a new scroll. Huh, use on which item? That didn't work. Oh well. Scroll of curse item. As you can see, these bunny frogs are not terribly dangerous anymore. In fact, none of these creatures really are all that dangerous at present. Damage on our shiny new axe is quite impressive. Now up to 119 hit points. That's good. And I don't think we've fully explored this area yet. So looks like we're actually going to have to backtrack a bit and take another staircase down. Quite a ways down, it seems. And try this one. Here we go. Giant snail, giant ground frog, Gila monster. Nothing to be overly concerned about. Here we go. Scroll of magic mapping. Gold pieces. Gold pieces, bread ration. Goes into confusion, don't want that. One last staircase. And we have an 8-headed Hydra. Well, that's going to make it difficult, so I think I'm going to skip that, since I don't have a good flaming weapon to deal with that Hydra. So we're just not going to fight him. How's that? That sounds good to me. Oops. I can eat that. I'm sure we could fight him if we used our mace, but don't really want to risk it. No real reason to do so. This is a Komodo dragon. He makes you sick when he hits you, and that can cause your abilities to take a bit of damage. It also prevents you from healing naturally. So just want to work that off. And as you can see, their intelligence dropped a little bit as a result. There's an electric eel. Those things are pretty irritating. They shoot bolts of lightning at you. That can do quite a bit of damage. I don't like electric eels very much. He doesn't want to come to the edge of the water there. It's going to make it very hard to kill him. There we go. And he ran away. He's got a whole bunch of friends too. Okay, so because I don't have any sort of electricity resistance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to a no entry zone. And how you do that is you go on your map and press E, and everything within that vision radius, your character won't attempt to explore. Fortunately, it also means that we can't get past there. So I think what I'm going to try to do, I'm trying to use some of these wands to kill him. And at the very least, the steam will let us get by, which is handy. And be able to explore the rest of this area. Witchy axe, wand of cold. Scroll of remove curse. Blink frogs. They hit a bit harder than regular frogs, and they also are able to blink around the map, which is pretty irritating. But for us, it's not a big deal. Robe. More electric eels. Great. Okay. Wonder flame. Killed one with a bolt of fire. Try the other one. Wasn't quite enough to kill him, unfortunately. Blink frog and a yak. Okay, that takes care of that. There's another yak. Electric eel. Missed. Damn. Killed the jellyfish. There we go. Killed another one. See how many are left. Actually, looks like we might have taken care of just about all of them. So I'm going to get rid of that travel exception and head on over to the other side. And it looks like they're all dead, and this place is full of worms. That's wonderful. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Brainworm. Uh-oh. Okay. Potion restore abilities. We've got to kill this brainworm. There we go. Brainworms like to feed on your intellect, and if your intelligence drops to 0, you die, regardless of your hit points. So, not a good thing. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't find one, but fortunately there happened to be one in this pack. Usually it's just worms and swamp worms, but looks like they threw in a brainworm for good measure this time as well. Oh, and don't stand on water when you're fighting these guys, because they deal a lot of extra damage to you. Fortunately, they also can't travel over the water. Travel over land, that is. Because they, I don't know, I guess they're bound to the water, I guess. But, as you can see, a very dangerous combination of enemies here. Taking quite a bit of damage and trying to fight them. And the wands of fire definitely help, because they tend to cause a bunch of steam to appear and take care of a bunch of enemies for us. So that's always helpful. But this place is pretty dangerous and not really worth my while, I don't think. So I'm just going to continue on. Put that exception up again. There we go. And continue looking around. Ah, sheep. They're like yaks, but much, much weaker. Shouldn't really die to them. Spiny frog poisoned me. Whole bunch of corpses. No god gifts recently, despite how many corpses I've offered up. This is kind of curious. Let's see here. Okay, so that's another level done. And head down to the next one. Fire Drake. Fire Drakes are pretty irritating because they can shoot flame at you. So I'm going to bring him up. Take care of him up here. Fortunately we have fire resistance, so he doesn't do nearly as much damage. We lost a lot of mummies to fire drakes. Don't like fire drakes at all for that reason. Looks like I'm almost out of time, so I'm not going to be able to explore much of the next level, unfortunately. I can at least get started on it. Ground snake. Really full of enemies this area. Still no gift from Okawari for a while. So we've been offering a lot of corpses. We've been able to do that because of our Amulet of the Gourmand combined with the Ring of Sustenance that we have. It means we have a lot of spare corpses we don't need to eat. Komodo Dragon. Irritating as always. The Griff. We'll eat that lizard corpse. I meant to eat that lizard corpse, but... Okay. Looks like we're sick and poisoned. So I think I'm gonna zap